Wow, what an amazing couple days. You know, there's been so much movement, and I'm gonna go over some of the main currencies that I talk about, right? But first, something that I want to talk about is I want to talk about the SEC. The SEC is getting their nose into our business. We need to be extremely careful what we say. You know, Nancy Pelosi and her husband, boy, they put a bill into law. They hear so many things, and this is why her winning trades are just out of this world. I mean, come on, guys. It's clearly, it clearly should not be legal. Having like senators, having them, giving them the ability to buy, sell, trade stock, and it's not necessarily them, but it's their family members. I mean, come on, guys. We all know where the information is coming from, and we all know why their trades always succeed. And to me, that's something that needs to be changed. Our laws need to be changed because something like that needs to get fixed because it hurts the little guy. People like us are delayed, and when they take profit, we lose profit. So keep that in mind. Be really, really careful with what you say, guys, because they're watching everything. They're watching everything, and there's going to be a lot of cease and desist. There's going to be a lot of accounts getting locked up, and there's going to be a lot of bad things happening over the next few months. Probably like 6 to 9 months. I think we're really going to start seeing a lot of people that have Twitter followings, that have Reddit followings, that have YouTube followings. They're going to get looked at by the SEC. They're going to get looked at by the Securities and Exchange Commissions. And you know what? It's amazing, but if they could shut down people like that, they're more than willing to do it. They're not going after the billionaires. They're going after people like us. So let's talk about some of my favorite cryptos. Okay, today what we're gonna go at first was Hoge. Today Hoge is up 22%. That's great. We're at 0.00072. Our high of all time was 0.00999. I mean, that's we're really close, guys. We're really close to the all-time high. We didn't see this since February. And it took a long time, but there was dedication, so it grew, right? Shiba. Shiba had a big drop off yesterday, but because of the growth, the big drop off they had didn't really affect them. They still stayed in the green. They were a lot higher, but now they're still in the green. So for the day, Shiba is 2% up, okay? Now, this is one of the interesting tokens. This just hit crypto.com, okay? It's called Dogelon Mars. The symbol is ELON. Elon, okay? This went on to crypto.com. It went up like 100 and something percent. Subsequently, it came down. Today, it's up 2%. Over the month, it's up 3,000%. Okay? Let's see. The week is 317%. So, when it hit crypto.com, there was huge gains. I like crypto.com. I know that when we're talking about what exchange Hoge is going on to, crypto.com is not, they're saying it's not one of the top 5 exchanges, but I look at things like Kraken, I look at things like KuCoin, and I look at things like it was Huawei, or not Huawei, there was another one that you don't hear about it a lot. But the top 5 exchange that we're going on to, from what I hear, it's not going to be an American exchange. It's not going to be Robinhood. It's not going to be Coinbase. It's not going to be Crypto.com, even though they're saying Crypto.com is not one of the top 5 exchanges, right? I personally think Crypto.com is it. I think that's a great start to get on to. Okay, next one we're going to go to, Sandbox. Guys, I know I mentioned Sandbox, 3 days ago? At that point, Sandbox was like 90 cents per sand, right? Now, at its height, let's see, Sandbox was at 229. 229, guys. That's really big. That's a huge gain. I called it out. When I called it out, I think it was at 90 cents. And this was only a couple days ago. So, and this is all because of Zuckerberg and the metaverse and what he's talking about and the virtual reality, right? So that's Sandbox. Now, Decentraland. Decentraland moved a lot. Today, Decentraland is down 17%. But let's take a look over the last week. Decentraland is up 247%. From what I see, Decentraland was a little bit over $1, and over the past week, it went from $1 to $2.76. It was higher. It was over 3. It's on its way down. People are taking profit. Decentraland moved a lot, a real lot. And once again, this is all because of Mark Zuckerberg, and this is all because of Metaverse, virtual reality, the Oculus. This is what this is the technology that they're implementing, so that people are going to have their Oculus headsets, and they're going to be able to get bombarded with advertisements. So advertising companies can pay Facebook, and you can get bombarded, so they can try to control your mind. And that's really where it's going. Personally, I don't like it. I think it's scary, but it's what's happening. Either way, when this top 5 exchange comes for Hoge, I'm not going to be extremely scared if it doesn't move tremendously. We know what happens when Hoge hits exchanges. A lot of times we don't see big movement. It really depends on what exchange it hits. Because Dogelon Mars, it hit Crypto.com and it skyrocketed, okay? Shiba Inu, it hit Crypto.com and it skyrocketed. This was, I think, in June, so this was a while ago. But the developers behind Shiba Inu, they kept pushing it, okay? And this is the same thing that's going to happen with Hoge. Our developers are streamlined. Our developers are they are focused, and they're building Hoge into something that we all knew that it could be. And that's just something that I love. I'm really looking forward to it today. So the price right now of Hoge is 0.0072. And like I said, the all-time high is 0.009999. I mean, we were really close to blowing out that last decimal. I mean, it's looking like we're going to hit our all-time high, maybe even at the middle of next month. The middle of November, we might even hit it. And that's great, guys. This is the excitement that we've been waiting for. This is what we're like, wow, this is amazing. This is what we're in it for, And it's really great that the dog coins have gotten this crazy momentum behind them, And things like Shiba, they have Shiba Swap, okay? Some of them don't. Some of them don't have as many real-world applications as others do. But with the influx of money, with the influx of interest, things can change. New people can get hired, and things can change, Nothing really has this great deflationary abilities that Hoge does, with the 1% burn and the 1% redistribution. You buy it, you let it sit, it grows. I would love to see, if you just let it sit, 20 years, what's going to happen. What is it going to turn out to be, That's something that I would love to see. I really hope I'm around to see it. I mean, it's so interesting. I mean, this is really groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking technology. It's really the first of its kind. And we're going to be the ones that are kind of leading the way to find out what's going to happen and where it's going to end up going. And if some of us are postured, if some of us are set up in the right place, we will be changed. Our lives will be changed by what we can make with the gains, with the profit, by holding Hoge. This is not financial advice. You all know that. God bless, stay green, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye. Love you.